back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new here, I do tons of videos all about festivals. Bassnectar is my dude. I love him, so I go to a lot of Bassnectar events, and I've definitely made my rounds in the past. If you're looking for advice and tips and stuff about Bassnectar events or even just vlogs, we got a ton more of those coming, and some already on my channel that you can binge watch. The first Bassnectar curated event I ever went to was New Year's Eve Atlanta 2017 into 2018, and that was really the start of the end for me. It was a full-blown obsession, and I have not spent New Year's Eve without him since. So last year, 2018 into 19, I attended my first 360 event, and now I'm attending my second, because how else can you spend this holiday? Like, once you've spent this holiday with Bassnectar, it would just be way too depressing not to. I know that New Year's Eve is a lot of people's first Bassnectar event just because it is like the easiest transition. It's only one night. Everyone needs something to do on New Year's Eve. It holds way more people, so there's way more opportunity for people to attend for the first time. The New Year's Eve location changes every year, so I don't have much info about the venue, but I do have general tips and stuff about the event, because like I said, I have been to a New Year's event with him twice, and I have experienced one 360 already. Hopefully I'll be able to answer some of your questions and help you prepare for an amazing New Year's Eve, because trust me, it's such a unique experience and it's so much fun. You're gonna be so happy that you spent New Year's Eve this way. It's so much better than going to some random ass bar like everyone from home that I know is gonna be doing. It's just gonna be a regular old night, but not for us. First thing you need to know is that this event is free roam, so there's no assigned seats. There was only one kind of ticket for you to buy, which is just the general admission ticket. That means you can go to the floor or you can stay in the seats. I know last year there was a lot of controversy because there was a limit to the amount of people that could be on the floor. Pretty early into the event, like one of the first openers, the floor got cut off, so people could not go down to the floor, and I was included in that. Me and my friends could not get down into the floor, and it just got so full. But by the time we got there, even as people were leaving the floor, they weren't letting people back in. So if anyone that was already on the floor needed to go to the bathroom and they had to leave, there was no way for them to get back. We got there at the beginning of the G. Jones and E-Prom set, and we could not get down to the floor. So even though it is free roam, you still might need to get there early for the seats that you want. So whether that be floor, whether that be one of the first rows of the bleachers, well, that is also a very hot commodity. People get there very, very early and wait in line very early. There will definitely be more information coming up about what time they'll let you start lining up, because I know at like Bass Center, they would not let you line up before like 3 or 4 p.m. just to keep people from standing outside all day. So if you have a specific spot that you want, definitely still get there early, even though it is free roam. That does not mean that you will get the spot that you want, and me and my friends learned that the hard way. If you have a big group and you all want to stay together, like if you want to be on the bleachers, you definitely need to get there on the earlier side to be able to secure enough seats all right next to each other. Me and my friends have had a problem in the past that it started getting a little bit packed by the time we got there. We're really struggling to find just any spot that had enough seats for us, and never mind the spot that we wanted. My next piece of advice is this is the time that you want to be in the bleachers. So like I said, me and my friends couldn't get down to the floor, but I don't know, I'm definitely gonna get hate for this, but we ended up sneaking down to the floor. I didn't want to, I just didn't want to be separated from my friends, because this is the event that you want to be in the bleachers for. Everyone has the same view because it is this 360 stage design. Being in the bleachers, being higher up in the stands, gives you such a unique view that you won't get anywhere else, so I would recommend trying that out. The one thing is with bleachers, it is a little bit harder to dance. If you're getting really fucked up because it's New Year's Eve, it's definitely hard to like keep your balance. You're gonna be bumping into the chairs in front of you and stuff, so if you're worried about tumbling down, I would maybe suggest going on the floor. I don't know. If you get to the floor, you might not be able to leave, so make sure you go to the bathroom, get drinks, fill up your water before you get onto the floor, because just because you get to the spot you want doesn't mean that you can leave and get back to it. This is so unfortunate and a huge flaw, but it's just the way that it is. I don't know if they're going to be handing out wristbands this year so you'll be able to get back in, or if it will be like last year. It really depends on the venue and the security, and that's one of the flaws about not having something in the same place every year. We will find that information out soon, so keep an eye out for when the map and all that stuff gets updated on his Instagram, and his app will also be updated with this information as we get closer to the event, probably within like a week or so of the event. This set is a marathon and not a sprint. This set will be 2 hours like most of his other curated event sets. So be ready and prepared with everything you need to be able to go hard for that long. I think of his New Year's Eve sets as a really standard Bassnectar set in the best way possible. You get a mix of bangers, slow songs, songs that are his, songs that aren't his. It's just super well rounded. You get anything you could ever want out of this set. I just think it's a really good balance where anyone would have a part of the set that they really connected with and had a lot of fun with. And that's why I think that this is a great event for somebody that has never been to Bassnectar event before. It's just such a great mix. Just like you can expect a mix from a set, you can definitely get a mixed crowd. So there's going to be a lot of people that are die-hard Bassnectar fans that spend every year with him and go to every single set that he throws. And there's also going to be people there that are just from the area and need something to do for the night and decided to go and have no idea what they're getting themselves into. Depending on the way that you're looking at it, this can be a really good thing or something that you're iffy about. If you're a wristband collector like me, I suggest that as soon as you get into the venue, go find an ambassador. All the ambassadors should be wearing either a black or white Bassnectar shirt just with one big plain bass drop on it. You can find these people in the crowd. They're like your little lifesavers and guides for the night. They come through the crowd with water and stuff like that. They're there to help, and they also are the ones that have all the wristbands. The wristbands will run out, so if you really want one, you should go find an ambassador immediately when you get in to ensure that you can bring that keepsake home. I'm a huge collector of these, so I always make sure to run over to them as soon as possible. One of the best parts about Bassnectar events is all the detail and thought that he puts into having such a great night compared to other like one night shows. He always has an area called the Haven. If you're not familiar, he has these at every single one of his events. It's a little area where you can go to chill and relax. Essentially, it's for when you're overwhelmed, whether that be because you went a little bit too hard, it's not sitting with you well, maybe you drank too much, maybe you just don't like crowds. This place is like a little sanctuary, and there are people working, there are people painting, they have couches, like blow-up couches for you to chill on. This is really a fun area to go to before the show starts, just to explore, just because it's a cool thing to experience. But then also, if you're having a bad time, this is where you need to go. This again will be on the map when that map comes out. There will be a pre-party. I think there's a Jansen pre-party, a Recno pre-party. There's something really good going on the night before. I think it's already sold out. Whether you're going to the pre-party or not and you're there the day before, definitely take it easy. You don't want to ruin your New Year's Eve by feeling under the weather and hungover because you went too hard the night before. Trust me, I did that last year because I did 2 nights of hijinks into a pre-party, and then the 4th night in a row was New Year's Eve, and I was not doing so hot by that last night. So take it easy. The last thing you want is to have too much fun before, so you can't enjoy the reason you're really there. You guys probably all already know where you're staying, but if you have a way to change it, or you're not happy with where you're staying, or you still need a place to stay, try to stay as close as you can to the venue. There are not a ton of hotels super close, but it is good to be at a hotel that you could potentially walk to and from, just because Uber surcharges are already crazy when you're leaving an event. Never mind when you're leaving an event in the Midwest and it's New Year's Eve, so every other person in the city is trying to get an Uber that day too. You might need to walk a little bit farther away from the venue, or you might just want to walk home. Last year it was really warm and we just walked the 2 miles home, and obviously the 2-mile walk wasn't ideal, but it was doable. It was done within an hour. If you're like 5 or 10 miles away, that's not even an option. So try to stay close just in case there's any emergencies like that. It is already hectic enough to leave a concert. It is already hectic enough to get an Uber on New Year's Eve, never mind having both those 2 things combined. If you want to avoid that, you could also decide to leave the set a little bit early. It will be 2 hours long, so I'm assuming It's gonna end at like 1 o'clock, so if you want to leave at 12:45, I personally can never leave a Bassnectar set early, and it still might not help because like I said, it's still New Year's Eve, but do what you gotta do because sometimes that can be torturous. Hopefully these tips helped you. It is a little bit hard to give tips and stuff because I have not been to this venue, but I tried to compile everything that I would have wanted to know my first New Year's Eve event, maybe my first Bassnectar event. You guys are gonna have so much fun. I cannot wait for this set. I was watching videos the other day from New Year's Eve last year, and I swear to God, I like lose myself in the moment when I'm watching these videos, and I like come to like with my eyes closed, my arms in the air, laying in my bed, and I'm like, when did I start dancing? How did I get here? I like just get so into it. So I cannot wait to be experiencing it in real life because that is just a whole other beast, a whole other animal. I'm so excited to enjoy my third New Year's Eve with the man, the myth, the legend. I'm so excited to be reunited with my rave family. Please subscribe if you want to see the vlogs from 360 because that is definitely coming to my channel. I cannot wait to be posting vlogs again. It's been so long since I've seen my rave fam, and I've been able to get that content up for you guys, and I know that you guys really enjoy watching my friends be absolute idiots. So do I. Those are my favorite videos to upload. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video could help you a little bit. If you want more festival related videos, vlogs, tips, advice, all that good stuff, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified every single time I upload, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter for all the daily stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!